Crawl before you ball, and then take a little bit of the money and save
Crawl
it. And then
before
do
you ball, because wealth whistles and money jingle jangles and screams. Stop it yourself.
We fine, Courtney. Ain't nobody on yet. Probably because I changed the time at the last minute, honey. Now 17 people on. Hey, y'all. I had to change at the last minute because the home inspector came for the work that my husband and Courtney's children have been doing in our basement. And Dar'Alam, hey, Rochelle. And his ass wasn't here yet. So I'm down there trying to like show him plans and fake my way through a home inspection, electrical inspection. Like I know some mess, honey. Hey, y'all. Hey, 81 MHS. Hey, Amarachi. I hope I said it right. Hey, Tracy Bergman. Girl, I love that name. Bondi Blue. Hey, Delicia Oglesby. Hey, Jesse. Hey, L. Thompson. Hey, Pretty Miss G. Courtney's back. I brought my sissy back to talk about the taxes and the stimulus and PPP. Hey, Nikki Pooh. Hey, Dwayne. It's Pierre. Hey, Jennifer French. Hey, Lachelle's DIY lifestyle. You know I love the DIY, honey. Hey, Anna K. Hey, Carol Cherry Eaton. Hey, 7 in Toe 7. Hey. Body Blue. Amarachi. Did I say your name right? You know, I don't want to mess up folk name, child. Girl, these taxes, Bondi Boo. Y'all ask me and Courtney, whatever you want. You got the experts for the free today. You know, I love to get away to free, honey. What's up, Mike and Nita? I'm gonna let this build a little bit. Oh, y'all, I got this ring on. Hey, what, Dave? Let me call David because this phone keep going in and out. Hold on. Dr. Purcell need to come here because we can't have Spotty. He put a new camera in. Let me know if it's blinking in and out for y'all. Hey, T. Moreau. Hey, Tamika Bush. Hey, you hear how he answers me, y'all? He says, hey, my beautiful life. My camera, my screen keeps going in and out. Can you please come down to my studio?
I will.
Thank you. All right, let me hang this up. Courtney, come back. Folk here, honey. We got to get started. The show must go on. Hey, Vanessa Ann. Hey, ATL Nina. Hey, Katrina Perkins. Hey, MPT. Hey, T. Monroe. Hey, Tamika Bush. Hey, Dale Mars. Hey, Vanita Rice. From New Jersey. Y'all got snow, honey, I'm sure. Hey, from 37 on from Dallas, Texas. My family's in Killeen, Texas, and Dallas. I got some family there. I'm gonna turn this phone off. Good. I said your name right. Hey, Dale Mars. Hey, Teresa Clark. Let me see. Hey, Unique Goddess. See, it blinked in. Hey, there's my nephew. Luli, come here. Jumpy. Come on, Luli. Jumpy. Y'all, hold on 1 second. You know I'm on live. Hurry.
I did.
It's not on. Okay, David messing stuff up. Do y'all see me? Yes. Courtney, can you see me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Lily said, hey, TT. Where's my nephew, Courtney? Show me my nephew.
You
good? No, it just did it again. Come look. Come see what it does. Hi, Aries. Hi, Aries.
Hello.
Y'all, we having technical difficulties.
Gotta come do my
he's the
grip duty.
David's the grip and MD. Watch, it's gonna blink. Y'all, let me see if y'all see it like do the little thing. Now watch. Now the Dave's here. See? You saw it? Huh. We're gonna keep talking while David is doing it. We look alike. Me and Courtney look alike with the glasses on. We always look alike. She just vanilla. She just dipped in chocolate. Don't have no melanins. Of course, Courtney's got good lips. I didn't get the good thick black folk lips. She got I didn't get no top lip. I got lips like David. He gonna blink me out one more time, y'all. One more time. Just give us patience with us. One time. Just give me a second. Courtney, read the comments. Say hey to people.
Hey. Hey, unique. Yes. Nobody says we really look alike. I don't look like anybody, I don't think. Well, they say I look like mommy now a little bit. When I have my hair straight. But just the yellow one. I need to turn my light on so I'm not so dark, I guess.
Oh, there we go. All right. Hopefully this will fix it. But if we just go in and out, child, it'll be fine. I don't even care no more because I'm gonna keep people. Thank y'all for the compliments, Courtney.
Thank you. Hey, how you doing, Miss Teresa?
What's MS? That's Mississippi. Because
Yes,
MI is Michigan, right?
Brandon, Mississippi. Girl, I need you to know.
I'm good at math. I ain't say I was good at nothing else, honey. Keeping it hundreds. Okay, y'all, let's get started. So I said today we would talk about because I had some time and Courtney has some time.
I gotta turn the light on.
Hurry up, girl. Be prepared. I picked that couch out for Courtney at her house. Ain't it cute? Good afternoon, y'all. Yeah, it keeps blinking. I don't know. David bought me this new camera, but we just gonna roll with it. Ooh, somebody from the United Kingdom. Hi. Courtney and I spent some time there. We grew up in Europe. We used to say go on holiday and Happy Christmas instead of Merry Christmas. What's up, Detroit? I got an uncle that went to Wayne State. All right, so geography is hard. You right, honey. All right, so we're gonna talk about this PPP. We're gonna talk about hi Aries. Look at that baby boy. He hear his auntie. And we're gonna talk about hey from Maryland. We're gonna talk, yes, that's my baby sister Courtney, my only sister, and my nephew, my favorite nephew, Aries. She got some human ones. Hey, Christopher Weldon, that's our cousin. Hey, Chris. Courtney Chris say he tuned in.
Hey,
all right, y'all. So we're going to talk about PPP. Ask us y'all's questions. I don't have no moderator today because I just woke up and Louis is snoring his butt off over here. That's what y'all hear. So y'all ask questions and I'm going to look in the comments. Hold on. Let me see how to send y'all this StreamYard real quick link. Courtney, I sent it to you, didn't I? Louis, quit snoring.
I don't know.
Texted me. Anyway, I'll figure it out. All right, so let's talk. What y'all want to talk about first? The stimulus. What y'all want to talk about? PPP for y'all businesses, taxes. What y'all want to talk about? Ask us a question. Grants, economic injury, disaster relief loans. What y'all want to talk about? So I'll start talking about. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on 1 second. Happy New Year, Mr. Thompson. Is Step Up greetings from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Services able veteran-owned minority business. We're Drone Education. Fantastic. Our dad is has a veteran-owned minority contracted business as well. Drone Education and Services. That's good. That's good business. It's good business. Okay, so here we go. First question, Jennifer French. If I got the PPP and it was already forgiven, can I still apply for this round? Yes, you can. But your business has to demonstrate that you have had a decline in revenue of 25 to 30% since you got the first one. So if you balling and y'all doing well and making money, you likely are not going to qualify. If you fall flat of the threshold, 25 to 30%, you may be able to get a smaller portion. I hope that answered your question. Let's see. These dogs are a trip. Please let us know about the stimulus. Okay, the stimulus is Courtney's area. So Courtney, talk about the stimulus.
Well, of course. Well,
speak up, you low.
I'm sorry. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, so because of Mitch McConnell, that you're not getting 2,000. Sorry. It's what got approved was $600. I still need to do some research, unfortunately. Sorry, but I'm going on irs.gov right now. But yeah, unfortunately, the $2,000 did not get approved in what was passed in the Senate. Only $600 was approved. Some people are saying that they actually have already received their direct deposit.
Yeah, they went out at midnight.
So they've received their direct deposits today of their stimulus payment. So you should be looking out for them soon if you have not already received them. Unfortunately, even Trump wanted to give more, but Mitch McConnell is like, y'all don't need more than that. So I'll try to find. I don't know how.
Well, while she's looking up that, I'm gonna bring Mabel in. Mabel has a question. You can look that up, and we're gonna bring Mabel in.
I'm gonna say, is there a way to upload?
Hey, Mabel.
That?
Hey, Miss Buffy.
Hey, hold on. Why I got you upside down? Oh, there we go.
There we go. I'm showing you my beautiful face.
Beautiful face. I'm so honored.
So I have a question. So I don't have to worry about the PP loans. I haven't gotten that advanced in my money yet. So my question is, I know that they said that we will get the $600 stimulus, right? So my question is, when Biden takes over, thank you, Jesus, will they go back again and try to change it?
Probably.
So what we're praying for is that Georgia will flip blue.
I believe they will, because Trump showed his ass, and people are very upset. So that's my big, it looks to me, because I follow both of the.
So if Georgia turns, sorry about the commotion, Dave's getting these dogs. Somebody came to the door. But so if Georgia turns blue, then we will end the reign of the terror that is known as Mitch McConnell and his power in the Senate. And when that happens, if there's ever a tiebreaker, guess who breaks the tie? The vice president. And guess who our new vice president is?
Miss Kamala.
Hello.
Okay, so that's my big question. I mean, look, and understand, I feel like we deserve much more. It's been almost a year. I have some friends that stay overseas, in Canada as well, and they're getting between $2,000 and $3,000 monthly, and have since the pandemic hit.
Seems like March.
Yeah, I just don't understand why it's so hard for us as a country to make sure that people that are going through and struggling, it doesn't make you a poor person. I think that's how a lot of people look at it. Why are you asking for this? Why do you need this? Because we need to survive. In the apartment complex that I stay in, since March, I would say over half of the people have moved out because they lost their jobs. They couldn't pay the rent. No PG. It's not a handout. It's something that's needed. And I think people sometimes look at it.
Yeah, Mabel, you're right. They need to quit calling it a stimulus. It's a survival payment. It ain't stimulated nothing. That ain't like people balling with $600, child. It's to survive. Right.
And another thing that I see that people are like, well, you shouldn't use it to pay rent and all these other things. Yes, you should.
Yes, you should.
You can use it for whatever you need to use it for. I don't care if you're going out and buying food for your house and paying. That's what it's supposed to me. That's how I'm stimulating the economy. I'm making sure that the people that I rent from, the agency, the food that I buy, those places are still in business, because without them, we're really going to be screwed.
Right. I agree. Well, Mabel, thank you for always supporting. I got some other people in the chat I want to bring in.
No problem. Love you guys.
With your beautiful face today.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. We're going to bring Miss Dawn in. Okay. Hey, Miss Dawn. Hey, pretty. How are you?
Good.
So what's your question or comment for us? Ooh, who is that with you? Hi.
It's my son.
So pretty.
Okay, so I'm we have 4 children. my youngest one was not added on our taxes the last stimulus, and we haven't yet filed, so she's not getting counted. Is there a go back to get, I guess, compensated for her, or is it if she's not on there yet, you don't get that
What?
one?
Which year? Which year?
Um,
2019.
yes, we haven't filed 2019.
You need to.
Okay.
Because you get $600 per child under 17.
Okay.
So merit, if you file merit filing joint, that's $1,200, and then for in addition you get $600 per child under 17. So unfortunately though, you cannot electronically file right now. That ended in November. And the IRS won't open up again for electronic filing until probably late January or February. So
When
I
was the baby
personally,
born? Sorry to interrupt, Courtney.
2019.
yeah.
Okay.
So my personal recommendation is
So you didn't get the 1,200 either?
No, we received for everybody in the house except for her the last stimulus.
Oh, based on the last return? Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
So you will get it when you file. They should pay it.
Yeah.
They I have read reports that there I forget how many $1 million is still sitting out there that people haven't claimed. There are a lot of people who didn't file a return because they didn't have a filing requirement, meaning they didn't make enough money, but they still qualified to receive the stimulus. So it's not like they're not going to pay it. They will when you file your taxes.
For both times?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're gonna get that you're gonna get, you mean this extra this little crap they're giving now, the $600? Yes.
I mean, I'll take it, but
Right. Let me have the spirit of gratitude for the people, but they needed to do better. It should have been 2,000 a month.
But it's also based on your joint income as well. So don't forget that. If you
Yeah,
make
joint income has to be less than 150,000.
50,000, and then
75,000 if you file single or head of
75,000 if you
household.
file single or head of household.
Yeah.
Well, single. Head of household may be a little different.
Yeah, it ain't that much more. But you all right, Don. Don't worry. They're gonna give you your money.
Yeah, they'll give it to you when you file.
You
okay.
have any other questions?
I just wasn't sure how that works for the kids that were out there but weren't on the taxes. If you don't have updated taxes or if you haven't filed yet, I didn't know if they were going back or if it was just you missed out.
No, you ain't missing out. You get your money when you file your taxes. You follow up and call them as much as possible.
Yeah.
Get your money, just like them corporations do when they call about grants and stuff they get for free from the government. Do the same. Right. All right. Well, thank you for calling in.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Hey, Miss Zia.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you? What's your question or comment?
My question is, I get disability, and I didn't know. I normally don't file. They said I don't have to with that, but then I didn't get the stimulus, and so the first time or this time, and so they keep saying that someone filed for me, but I didn't file, so I don't know what to do.
So it's probably identity theft, Courtney.
Someone filed for you.
Yeah.
Does somebody claim you on their tax return?
That's what they're saying. But it's hard I only got through one time out of all the calls I made. And they said that somebody claimed me, but I don't know. They said they couldn't find out who it was, or they couldn't release it to me. They said it could be possibly a family member or someone who knows me, but I don't know how to deal with that.
How old are you, Zia?
I'm 37.
And have you had a family member claim you before? Like in
Only
recent
my parents
years?
Well, I live with my parents, and because I have disabilities, and when I was younger, they did, but I didn't. I don't think that they did. I didn't ask them because I wouldn't think that they would do that.
You should ask them if they
You
claimed you
should
on their
ask
taxes.
them.
Yeah.
Okay. And
And
if they did, what should I
it's
do?
not like it's a bad thing if they did, but you want to make sure that it's not identity theft. You want to make sure that somebody out there doesn't have your social security number, because there was a lot of fraud that happened when they started releasing all these monies. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, I would ask my parents, did you guys claim me? And then that way you'd have peace of mind. If they didn't claim you, then you're going to need to go the identity theft route. And I'll let Courtney talk to you about that.
Yes,
Okay.
if they did not claim you, then go to irs.gov. In the search bar, type in identity theft, and there is a form that you can print out and fill in and send into the IRS, alerting them that someone falsely claimed you for tax purposes, and that will alert them to that matter, and it'll start a process. You'll have to prove your identity by sending in, you can send in the copies of your disability paperwork. You can send in your proof of address, things like that. They'll ask you for things like that. And then once they straighten it out, then you will receive your stimulus payment. You'll receive the money then. And then they'll go after whoever got the money illegally, but you will receive your money. But if your parents claim you, you want to make sure of that first, because you don't want them coming after them if they claimed you.
Okay. And if my parents did claim me, there's no recourse for that?
No, you don't want
That's
to
just a
rock the boat.
conversation with you and your parents.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to. I mean, maybe they'll break you off a little change, but you don't want to rock the boat with. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Thank you
It
so
ain't
much.
worth it.
But
You know what I
if your
mean?
parents claimed you, they didn't get any money for you. I will tell you that you're over. But if you're 17 or older, they got $0 for you.
Okay. All right.
It was
Thank you
really
both so
just a
much.
reduction in taxable income is all. So it's
Right.
nothing to really rock the boat about. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're
You're
welcome. You have a good day. Thank you for calling in.
You both as well.
Thanks. All right. It's my girl, Pretty Miss G. I feel so honored. I tell you, Miss Pretty Miss G get everybody all the way together, Courtney. If they try me online, I don't even got to say nothing.
I love you, Buffy.
We love you too.
I am so excited to be on. I normally don't call in, but I was like, Buffy is on during the holidays. She's blessing us with her presents. I gotta get on. I'm in the car. My husband is rolling his eyes just like David, Dr. D would, but it's okay. See, there you go. There you go.
Hey.
Like,
He said I did not consent to be on camera.
I'm so excited to be on, Buffy. I called her. Hi, Courtney. I called you just to say I love you, Buffy. I appreciate all that you are doing. You are a blessing. I saw your spirit. I felt you from the beginning, from Married to Medicine, and you just are filled with so much good. And I feel like we don't have to agree on every single thing, because those aren't the people you love. You need those people you disagree with, because they're just gonna bring something different for you. They're gonna help you to grow. That you're gonna see a different side of yourself. So I just appreciate you. And I try not to mess with the people that come over there to your platform. I just want to let them know, follow, love on her. Don't you say it.
I appreciate you, because honey, I was so alone when I was on that show, when nobody really support. I was like, Lord.
But, don't say that. I want you to know that I don't think that anybody, there's probably people that didn't see because they were too busy paying attention to their faves. But I'm telling you, I'm not the only one. There's something about this. I'm an empath, and something about people you can tell when they are right and when something ain't right. And there's probably a lot of people that felt you. Trust
I
me.
appreciate you.
Trust
And
me.
I want
So
people to disagree with me. I don't know every
I know that
damn
you
thing.
do.
I'm just saying
That's what's
crazy
so
stuff
crazy.
sometimes. Folks need to check me.
That's what's so crazy. I know you want people to agree. I'll be like, ooh, y'all don't know her. Just pay attention. She don't care if you
Right.
disagree
My
with
sister disagree with me every day, and she be right 99% of the time.
That's you want people to disagree. It's just about
Right.
what is your point of disagreeing? Are you disagreeing to be disagreeable, or
Right.
do you have a point? And I just
Right.
want to tell you thank you. I'm glad when I saw you were coming on today, y'all were on. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna, I don't know how to act. My husband's like,
We appreciate you.
Love you, and I appreciate you, and I'm always here watching. And yes, I do like get a little irritated when somebody don't like.
Well,
My
keep
girl.
it up. I appreciate it. It helped me feel loved and let me keep doing what I'm doing.
Hey, it is what it
I
is.
Get complacent and be quiet and stay home.
Be you 100% of the time, 100% of the days. I love your family. I love you, and I just think you are. And David, I just love your spirit, and I love your interactions with just everyone. And I just wanted to say that's the only reason I called in, because I know I'm gonna get all the info. I'm just following you every platform. I need to get on TikTok.
That's where
that's the only thing. But you
Yeah.
are kind enough to bring TikTok to us, so I appreciate that. Just wanted to say that.
Thank you so much. Y'all have a good day. Tell the handsome hubby we said we sorry we put you on camera. You ain't want to be on camera. Happy holidays.
Thank you. Happy holidays, Buffy.
All
Love
right.
you, and keep doing what you're doing. Happy New Year, Courtney. Just keep doing what you're doing, Buffy.
He won today. He gonna be mad he didn't see you. All right, bye-bye. We're gonna bring Nikki in. Thank you for being so patient, Nikki.
Hi, Buffy. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. How you doing today? How was your holiday?
I'm great. And holiday was great. It was great. Finally got to see a few people, but I had a question. So
okay.
I just started selling bedroom candy not too long ago.
Yes.
And so this is kind of like my first business, you could say. I'm not quite sure how I should file next year. Do I need an accountant or tax attorney, or can I still do it through like a H&R Block or something? Or
so you could hire Courtney. Courtney does all states in the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico. She has clients all over the world, Afghanistan, Europe, and she is a small business expert. And so I love Candy's platform with Bedroom Candy. I have bought numerous products. That's how you keep your marriage going well. I think it's a great business model. And I think your first year, and I'll be quiet and let my sister, because I don't do taxes anymore, but I got to take over spirit sometime. I think your first year, you're going to file as an independent contractor with a Schedule C on your tax return, meaning you are the business. And then at the point at which, I always tell people, the point at which you start making a profit, not net income, not gross income, but net income of 50,000 or more, then you need to have a conversation with Courtney about changing your business structure for tax purposes. But I'll let her elaborate. But congrats. I love when people hire themselves and go into business. And that's a business that everybody gonna always buy them products.
I just did it, I wanted to try my field in starting a business and kind of like get to know what I have to do, the ins and outs. And I thought that was like a safer route to go. Start off small and then work my way up.
Yeah, we crawl before we ball, honey. Don't go out there too big. Crawl and get it where it's going and making you a lot of money. Then you can quit the other thing and just do that. I appreciate it. That's good. Congrats. Courtney, I'm being quiet now.
Oh, you're fine, Buffy. So yes, as Buffy was saying, right now you are the business. So you will need to file a Schedule C. I'm not sure if they're going to give you a 1099 at the end of the year, or are you just keeping up with your receipts or your income from sales?
Yes, that's pretty much what I'm doing right now.
Okay, so depending on how much revenue you made, I would not tell you to go out and hire an expensive tax attorney or anything like that. We're very ethical at Tax Heiress. You would need, I would say, depending on your revenue, you would need an accountant. to kind of help you navigate, or just to have a consultation with an accountant to kind of help you and guide you in the right direction, you can definitely come and see me, or Skype, Zoom, or whatever with me, or
and I put her website in the comments, taxheiress.com, and her email.
And we can, help you to make sure you're doing things right. We do, we're very ethical, and I sometimes tell clients, okay, you can do this year by yourself, and but next year you might need me. We're very ethical like that.
If you come in and Courtney sees that you can just do it on turbo crap yourself, she gonna tell you.
Right. Right, because I don't want you to pay me for something that you can really do yourself. And we're ethical like that, and people seem to respect that. And then when they grow a little bit, they come back to me because they appreciated that advice that I gave them.
I just started, so it's not like I made a whole lot of money or anything like that. So I just was trying to figure out if I should just go ahead and try to find an accountant and do it that way, or if you think I could do it on my own with like a H&R Block or something like that. I didn't want to promote no tax services.
Oh, you're fine. No, I mean, Block has a good platform. Ain't no hate, and they don't really compare to the business that Courtney has because it's more personal. You know what I mean? And she specializes more in small business and medium business. And so, yeah, probably about do it yourself this first year, and then if you have any difficulties or you end up getting a letter from the IRS or something, then like Courtney said, holler at Courtney. But good luck with your business. Put your website in the comments, because I always be buying them products, honey.
I sure will. But Buffy, also, I can either stay in the background or whatever, but when we get to the end of the show, I would like to say something to you, though, but I don't want to do it now. I want you to go ahead and continue with the business, because I'm sure.
Okay, I'll keep you in. Okay, cool beans.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye. Dawn is back. Hey, Miss Dawn. I saw you in there and I kicked you out because I thought I was keeping you in there. What's going on? Your mic it looks like your mic is off.
Oh.
And then Mr. Thompson, we're gonna bring you in a second. Thank you for waiting patiently. Go ahead, Dawn.
Oh, I didn't have any other questions.
Oh, you was just still in?
I guess so.
Girl, I kicked you out. I'm gonna kick you out. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Mr. Thompson, thank you so much for being patient with us.
Hey guys, how are you?
Good.
Belated Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
UAV.com. Yes.
Oh, great. Hey, I had some questions on the business side, and we've let's see, am I still there?
Yes, sir. We see you. We can hear you.
So a business was I was a pilot in the military. And
thank you for your
you may see right over my shoulder there, that's a red tail from the Tuskegee Airmen.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Yeah, and thank you for you guys that you served as being dependents. So
that's right. Military brat.
Absolutely, that's it. Yeah, my son and his family just got back from 3 years in Germany, and so I guess that's where you.
We grew up.
They were in Landstuhl, near
okay.
Ramstein. Yeah, Cape Town,
Air Force Base.
Kaiserslautern, yeah. So after I got out, I started worked in the defense industry for a while, and I was over in Afghanistan with drones, and I saw where this was coming commercially. So I came back, and then back in 2016, I got out and decided to go ahead on my own. There's a couple of things. One, just because I know it's a fantastic growth industry, but two, I'm very concerned. I work, part of it is in education and services, especially in some of our rural counties here in North Carolina and others, because folks, if you don't get into you educate yourself to do some job that a machine can't do,
yes,
we're going to have some big problems coming up in the next few years with all this automation and robotics coming in. And I see our community really being left out on this. I go to a number of professional expos and shows, and there may be a handful, I'd say out of the hundreds of speakers I see, folks that look like us. And I noticed that was the same thing when I was a pilot in the military, and it started getting slowly better. So part of it is a crusade to get out and make sure that we don't get left behind. We got to understand this automation and robotics, whether it's in the air or on the ground, the coding. I encourage folks, you got some influence over young people, talk to them about it, get them into this. And my question now to you is on my business side is, with last year or this current year, 2020, was my projection of the year that we were going to go over the top, and then I could start worrying about my tax problem. But of course, some things, slowed down from it. So if you can tell me a little bit about, I guess, some of the questions I got on the PPP and the EIDL. Now, I was able to get some money to help defer some of my loans and, the high interest rates through the EIDL. But like on the PPP, is that only if I was hoping to have been able to hire additional people? I had 1099ers, temporary, and I was looking to add my first full-time and some part-times in this year, and that's been pushed back. Is there something out there that, for small businesses that we can help use to try to expand our business, especially in this time, and actually give people money? I'm sure there's people getting money that that need it and like it, but there's probably a lot of others who would like to say, hey, I'd like to learn something and have a new job and something in the new economy. And as a small business owner, I'd love to be able to hire people and give those out, but it's kind of a catch-22 right now. You don't have the extra money coming in, so you can't grow. And the small business is the backbone of this country. It's not these big corporations, So
I hire most of the people who have jobs in this country. A lot of people think that it's the major corporations and it's the small business owners who actually provide most of the jobs. But to your first question about whether PPP can help you with hiring people or educating them, no, but you can get PPP as a small business owner who doesn't have employees. So it'd be based on what you take home. And so I would recommend applying for PPP because, you can get it with a Schedule C, you can get it filing as an independent contractor. The documentation that they will request will be your 2019, when you file it, tax return, your Schedule C, if that's what you file currently. And then they won't ask you for a 941, the annual payroll tax report, because they know you're not paying employees. And so they're going to base it on what your gross profit is for you, what you take home for you from the business. So you can get PPP for yourself. And then, as long as you use it for payroll and rent and business expenses and meet your threshold, it's forgiven.
Well, so was that a mistake for me not paying myself for the last couple of years because I was already, in the red? So I didn't have any additional money to really pay myself. It would have been kind of
if the business didn't have sufficient additional income to pay you, then it's not a mistake. That's accurate, right?
Right.
So I wouldn't say that it's a mistake. But so, did you have a profit or did you have a loss in 2019?
I've had a loss,
okay.
And so that's why I didn't have a line item paying me.
To apply.
Paid other people, right?
Yeah. I would suggest, because you're interested in educating other people, there are these things called opportunity credits. Have you heard of those?
No, I haven't.
So opportunity credits actually help people, will provide grants and funding for companies that provide jobs for people 16 to, I think, 29 years old in careers that they wouldn't ordinarily have, or in opportunities, and educating them in especially like in being a pilot or drones or these things that we need for the future. You receive government grants and funding, especially you're in the government contracting space. I think I read.
I do some of that. Yeah.
So maybe add in your codes an education component if you haven't done so already. And then start searching for government contracts with opportunity credits. I'm a part of a nonprofit called Introducing Youth to Careers and Infrastructure. It was founded by Dr. Beverly Scott, who in Georgia she ran MARTA. She was the CEO of MARTA. She's my auntie anyway, but I'll just throw that in there. But then she also was appointed by President Obama to the National NIAC. She's a vice chair. And so she oversees like Homeland Security stuff and like transportation and infrastructure. And so the organization, we teach kids about careers that they don't know about. Like, people don't understand that a bus driver makes $80,000 a year starting. It's a good career, good benefits. The engineers that fix the buses make $150,000 a year. People who repair the traffic lights make $75 an hour. We got away from teaching kids that you don't have to just go to college to get a 4-year degree and not take up a trade. And like the railroad industry is one that is really about to be in trouble because all these people who have ran these trains for years are aging out and nobody knows how to do what they do. And people in the railroad industry make a lot of money. And so I think we gave a 6-week paid internship for students to learn about careers and infrastructure. We paid them $20 an hour just to come and learn about, and we took advantage of opportunity credits. And so I think that's probably the way for you to go.
Excellent. So, and then I've been thinking about that. Is that then opening up a nonprofit to work together with my profit company?
You should have a nonprofit as well. Yes.
Okay. I will do that. And that's, we work, and we're also a partner with Women in Drones, which is a international organizations. Yeah, it's to bring more young ladies into it. I mean, once they start flying, most of the time I find out young ladies fly better than the guys. The boys, you know, they're all over the place, and the girls are nice and steady. And
you should look up Cardozo High School in DC. They received a federal contract from the DOD to teach the students how to fly. They actually have an airfield. They teach them how to build planes. The kids graduate with a pilot's license from high school. And I donate, my husband and I donate laptops every year to the graduating class of the STEM Academy, you know, the science and technology students. And it's amazing what they do there. And those kids, when they start in the 9th grade, they pick a course, and they say, I want to go into electronics, or I want to go in the water sector, or I want to go into the transportation sector. And so they take classes specific to the job they want to do. If you want to be a pilot, then you take classes to learn how to fly. You take classes in air traffic controlling. They actually have a control. It's like that school looks like Hogwarts, and the DOD pays for it and maintains it. And they have flight simulators. It's amazing. But you should look up Cardozo High School in DC. It used to be in the dodgy area in DC, but they put a lot of money into that school. And those kids, it's not a private school, it's a public school. And those kids are graduating and having jobs right out of high school, making $50, $60, $70 an hour. That's the way we need to do it nationally, because everybody isn't going to a 4-year. And a lot of the kids who went to school for a 4-year degree are finding they can't find a job.
Well, you know, and that's the thing I tell the young kids is it's not about getting a 4-year degree. It's which degree you get. We don't need somebody else that gets the history of the Incas, and then they're 5 or 6 figures in debt, you know, during the rest of the time. So we're working with our local high school here to start a program. It was the traditional black high school in Fayetteville, E.E. Smith. We're doing that, but again, then trying again with the diversity and inclusion, you know, which companies, we got to get that, you know, and it's not enough to
figure it out because they don't have a workforce. And see, the thing is what a lot of people don't realize is they need us, because if the lights don't come on, if Google goes off, if the trains don't run, there's a problem. There's a breakdown in society. And so they're now noticing that they're going to have to put money in these schools. They're going to have to reach these kids early so that they can get them interested and excited about these trade. Because really, remember when we were in school, Courtney, And
Yeah.
sir, I'm sure you remember we had shop class, we had home ec, we had mechanical, and they got rid of all that. And they made it seem like you're like a second class citizen if you were to decide you want to be a mechanic. When no, mechanics make great money. You know, somebody has to build and fix things. You know, we can't all just push paper and money and click on a computer. And so, yeah, I think it's great what you're doing. But look into opportunity credits and make sure that you have an education NEC code under your company and start looking for those. We're getting built up in the back house with the chat, but thank you for calling in, sir.
Thank you so much. And I look forward to continuing keeping up with you guys. I appreciate it. God bless you. Happy New Year.
Same
You
to
too.
you.
Happy New Year.
All right, we've got Melissa Bostic. Hey, Melissa, how are you doing, pretty lady?
Hi, Miss Buffy. Hi. Okay, I have a question that might be far out.
That's okay.
I received a letter from the IRS stating that I didn't report monies or earned income on my 2017 tax return. What I did was I was using my block, my little square. I was using my square to transfer money from my USA account. I'm a retired Marine. My USA
too, honey. Yes, USA. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. I was transferring the money from my USA account to my Bank of America account, and I had no clue that was actually counting as income. So I wrote the letter to the IRS explaining what happened, but I have not heard anything back from them. Okay, so am I screwed?
Let me make sure that. So go back, because me and Courtney love stuff like this. Okay. Go back and say it one more time. So you had a square block.
Yes, the square that you plug into your phone and you take payments from customers. Instead of taking payments from customers, I was using my USA account or my Bank of America account to transfer money back and forth because there are no ATMs for USAA.
Right.
So that's what I was doing, just to transfer money back and forth to my accounts. My Bank of America account, I use it for my direct pay, and my USA account is where my direct deposit goes to. So when I was doing that, it looked like income when it really wasn't income. It was my retirement and my disability.
What has to do with it, Courtney?
So
So you do have a business?
I do.
Okay.
I own a boxing
business
gym.
account.
My business account is Bank of America, but I didn't want to mix the business money with my retirement and my disability money.
Okay. So did Square report money?
Yes, and I had no clue at all. And when I got that letter, I've been totally devastated because they're saying I owe over $20,000.
But did you claim the business income?
I did. Yes.
Did you link the 1099 to your business return?
No.
That's your problem.
That's your issue.
That's your problem. So you got to send the IRS a copy of that 1099 and say that income was included on your Schedule C or your business return. Because what's happening,
and it wasn't $20,000.
I know that's right. What's happening is they think you didn't claim that. So did you do your taxes or did you go to an accountant?
I did my taxes this time. because I wasn't making any money.
No, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. You made some money, honey. Thank you on 20 grand, but I'm messing with you. But no, what happens is, and Courtney gonna kill me because I just be running my mouth, is you have to link that 1099 to the tax.
You have to attach that 1099. You electronically file.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, you have to attach that 1099 to the tax return when you electronically file because they think you did not claim all of your income.
Right. Okay. Oh boy.
Because what they think
So
is
do
you
I
made
wait
all
for
that
them?
money you said you made plus the money from Square.
From
Because
Square.
they don't have a 1099 showing that you had, there's no way for them to know what was cash
What
and
was
what was credit
okay? Okay.
Mhm.
Do I wait for them to reply back to me, or do I
card. No,
just go ahead?
You need
Okay.
to file an amended return
yeah.
Okay.
And attach that
and
1099
attach that 1099, send them a
Woo!
copy
and
with
say that income is
everything.
already included.
Say this is Square and this is all the income I made. Period. Minus and then your expenses keep that the same. They will
Uh-huh.
see the loss and
Yeah.
they'll give you credit for it. Now I'm telling you, in these COVID times, they're behind in processing paper returns. So if you have on your letter a specific address or a specific person, fax number or something to send your information to it, send it to that specific person, specific
Okay.
address,
Yeah,
specific.
it wasn't a specific person. It was just well, I shouldn't say general letter, but it was a letter, that thick packet. It came in the mail,
Correspondence audit.
and
CP 2000
woo,
notice. It says CP 2000 under reporter of
yeah,
income.
Okay,
yes.
yeah. So they're just giving you a proposed.
Yeah, it's not, you don't really owe that money. That's proposed.
It's proposed. It they haven't finalized it yet. They're
Yeah,
giving
you
you a
don't owe
chance
that. If
to.
it's a CP 2000 notice, it's a beginning of an audit, and it's like we think you owe this. So they've not assessed you that debt yet. So you can take a deep breath. You're fine.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't owe them that. You don't owe them that money. So they just want you to explain. They maybe have an idea because they can see that, they could pull your transcript themselves and they could
Yes.
have a Square 1099K, but they're just like, you didn't report it. And so we need to make sure you didn't make all this cash and checks plus Square. So when you send them a copy of it and you say in the response in that big packet, this was included. I just forgot to put it on the return with the electronic filing, then it'll all go away.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
And you follow
second.
up. Don't let them. You keep following up. You annoy them.
I
You call
Mhm.
so they get that
I've
out.
been calling, and I didn't realize that they were still teleworking.
Oh yeah.
So the person I was speaking with,
You heard the dog barking in the background? Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
What is going on?
I heard chickens one day, but somebody
Yeah,
I was
we're starting to outsource that in a government contracting capacity for people that do government contracting.
Oh my goodness. I was like, what is going on? Did I call the right place? She said, we're still teleworking. I'm like,
829-1040, honey.
Woo.
You fine, you don't owe that money, but when you file your return next year, make sure you put that 1099 K.
Yeah.
Link it.
Yeah.
K on that return.
Yeah, we're not making any money now in the gym.
Don't feel bad because it's very common. So don't feel
Okay.
bad. That's a
Okay.
very common mistake. Very common.
And second,
top of that letter, it does say this is proposed, but a lot of people don't see that, and so you owe that money. It's really scary, but you don't owe it. That's
very scary.
Yeah.
Okay. And secondly, can you provide Mr. Ponder's information in your comment section?
RyanLPonder.com. I'll add it right now.
Okay. All right. And that's all I have. Thank you, ladies, so much.
All right. Thank you. Happy
and I
New
love
Year.
you, Buffy.
Love y'all too.
Happy New Year.
Same to you. I don't know if I got a website right, but I'm just give you his name. You can just Google it. He gonna come up.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's a very common thing.
Very common.
Notice, honey. Let's see. Can I please with you two? Oh yeah, let me put here you go. I just put the link in the comments. So if you do that, you'll be added to the studio. Let's see. When should you file? Is there an amount that qualify you to file for the first time? I'm gonna be quiet and let Courtney answer.
Okay. This is just how I feel. Do not file on the first day that they say you can electronically file. Ever. That's just how I feel. It's my personal opinion, because there's still maybe some glitches or some software errors, or the IRS is still getting their things straight. And as far as your first time filing or the amount you qualify to file, that changes based tax laws change. So I can't give you a specific amount. I would say if you make 3,000 or more, or if just the the cosmetics. Say for instance, I always say, even with my children who may make a little bit of money, if you've had tax withheld on a W-2 job, I still claim them, but I have them file so they can get back the money that they paid in for federal and state to Georgia, because they're going to get a little small refund. So it just depends on the situation. It just depends on the situation. I have college students that come to me to file. I tell them, because like I said, we're very ethical. I say go to irs.gov, choose free file, put in your information, see if you're gonna get a refund, then file it. That's kind of how I tell people. If you're self-employed, that's different. You need to file every year.
Who told you 20,000?
No, ma'am. You need to file if you make way less than that.
Yeah, way less than that.
Way less than that. Yeah. You have a filing requirement if you make way less than that. I want to say last year it was $3,000 or $4,000.
But the reality is, sorry to interrupt, Courtney, you want to file anyway, because when stuff like this pandemic happens and you have filed and there's you're not on the grid, then you don't receive those benefits. Like all these people who haven't been filing, even if you don't owe the government, still file your taxes for many reasons. But file so you're in the system, and so when stuff like this happens and they're actually issuing stimulus payments or survival payments or whatever they want to call it, or benefits, you get it.
Yeah,
you're not scrambling, having to go back and try to do it.
The filing requirements are way less than $20,000. Yeah. Well, I want to say it was 4,800 last year, or it could have been less than that. Maybe.
I think what a lot of business owners get confused about is they say, "Well, I made 20,000, but I spent 25,000," and so they think because I have a loss of 5,000, that meant I didn't make any money. Well, you did make money.
You did.
The IRS doesn't know you had a loss unless you file a tax return to show them that you had a loss. So file the 20,000 and say, "Look, I spent 20,000 on makeup to sell," right? And then I had, an office expense, and then I did marketing, branding, and I had a website. And in the end, after I made that 20, I spent that 20 plus 5 of my own, I have a loss. You got to show them that. They don't know that otherwise.
And the one thing you don't want the IRS to do is file a tax return for you, because they give you no expenses. All they're going to give you is income, and you don't want to pay taxes on $20,000 for a business. Yes, you are correct. Yes, if you have a business.
And Simone B., who is also an accountant, I remember, girl, it will deter someone else from fraudulently filing return to your name. It does cut down on identity theft, because there are people out there, she makes a very good point, who are lurking, who know that these credits are coming out, and they'll file a fake return, throw some people children on there you don't even know, some fake income, get earned income credit, and then get your $1,200 and your $600, and if they ever do a $2,000 stimulus payment. So yeah, folks, just file your taxes. And nowadays, you ain't even got to pay nobody. If you didn't have a lot of income, just use free file on the IRS website or TurboCrap or H&R, wherever, and file your taxes for free, and just make sure you're in the system for many, many reasons, like we've discussed.
Yes.
Somebody asked, Goddess September, I added the link for if you want to join us live.
And identity theft.
What else were you saying, Courtney?
Identity theft is a big problem, and has been a big problem with the IRS. I want to say since their systems got hacked or leaked or whatever year that happened in. So I know a lot of people don't want to be on the grid and all of that, but you don't want to find out that someone's been filing tax returns in your name for 10 years.
Right. Well, we're gonna bring in some people. We done got a couple people. Hi, Miss Biz Marketing. Welcome. How are you? Pretty lady.
Oh, hey, I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Happy holidays. What can we do for you?
Happy holidays. Well, I have a lot of questions.
That's okay.
So I wanted to know, I didn't know if you mentor or if you do some kind of paid help outside of this, because I have more questions than the one today.
Courtney does.
Courtney does.
So Courtney, I'm partially retired, and part of my my succession plan was to give my baby sister and her son, who is in the family business, the business, and she has taken it over and it's doing great things with it and making it way better than when I had it. And it's xeris.com. And you can get you can get a Zoom with Courtney. I'll put the website up for you.
Please do.
In a Zoom with you, answer all your questions and tell you what to do. But we're gonna, in terms of the mentoring, I consider my YouTube going live and answering questions my form of mentoring.
Okay, well that works for me. I'll be on all your lives then, asking all the questions.
click.
And I love you on All About the Tea too. Just to let you know. But really, I heard you talking about nonprofits that help kids look for opportunities outside of what colleges can offer. And I'm actually, about 10 years ago, I started it and didn't follow through with it. I want to restart a nonprofit to help kids with those avenues, starting in schools and also helping them raise money to pay for whatever endeavors they have after they graduate high school, while also getting them training while they're in school. Some kids prefer college, but we all know that some don't. And giving them the information about what avenues they have while they're in school so that they can train for those or look for those opportunities after school. That's really what I'm big on. I didn't know if either of you had information, because I'm trying to start it. So this is my conundrum. I started a nonprofit, or I was starting a nonprofit about 7 years ago, and it was called Fund My Future.
Oh, I love the name.
Yeah, a lot of other people did too, because the name and the concept was stolen.
Oh no.
Well, okay, I won't say stolen. I'll say used, because I didn't go about it the right way. So if you Google it right now, you'll see that the Philadelphia school system is using it, and that was what I wanted to do. And a place in Arkansas, which is the first place that I saw use the concept. Now, when I first found out, I was pissed off, to say the least. But because I didn't handle my business properly, that's what happened. What happened was I created the website, I raised money, and I actually gave 2 $500 scholarships to 2 kids. So I did that, but I created the website. I had it for public view, public consumption, and I didn't incorporate. I created tax ID and all of that, but I didn't follow through with everything. So now I have a similar concept with a different name, and I want to make sure that I go about it properly and getting grant money and things like that for it to help. So I just need some information.
Yeah, there's tons of the thing, and I hate to repeat it, but it's true. And what they always say is, if you want to keep some from people, put it in a book, right? There's so much information out. There's so many grants. There's so many programs that actually it becomes difficult to navigate. And there are people out there that you can pay to do it for you. But I say, keep your money. When we home with this pandemic on the weekends, instead of watching Netflix, comb through. Do the searches. Now we don't have to go to a library. I'm older than both of y'all, and I used to have to use the Dewey Decimal System, honey, to find stuff. Now you can just look online. So Google it, And then,
Right.
and then do like anything that's worth it is going to take a long time, and there's going to be lots of hoops to jump through them and see it to the end, because really all you need is one of them to pan out, right?
Right.
You just need one of them to pan out so you can get your foot in the door. And like I said, you should look into the opportunity credits also, because that's definitely in what your nonprofit is trying to do. And don't be bummed out about your name, child. I wanted my business name to be Buffy the Tax Slayer 20 years ago.
I like that.
And this company sued me. That was a tax software company out of Rome, Georgia. And I could have won, but I wasn't wasting all that money in legal fees. So I changed it to Buffy the Tax Heiress. And now that I retired, my sister changed it to Tax Heiress because I ain't there no more. And her son is not a girl. But you just roll with the punches and you just keep pushing, because what's for you, nobody can stop. And
I agree.
Schedule your call with Courtney. She knows a lot of very influential people, and part of what she does is refer you to her people resources who know about grants, who may help you for free, who know about, you know what I mean? Like she can also help you with making sure you file your nonprofit form every year on time, even if there's no there, you still got to file it.
Right. Right.
And stuff like that. So yeah, reach out to Courtney. She'll take care of you.
I will, definitely. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you, Buffy.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling in. And good luck. And make sure you follow up and let me know so I can donate. You know, I'm all about the kids.
I told you I'm going to be on here. I work from home, so I'll be on here all the time. Anytime I get the notification.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you too. We're going to bring September rains in.
Well, Buffy, I got to jump off.
Oh yeah, Courtney got to go, y'all, but I'm gonna stay. And I kept on for hours, but we got so many people. I'm gonna stay and answer questions. Bye, sissy. I appreciate you, Courtney.
Bye-bye.
Can you commit to doing Tax Tuesdays for a couple weeks?
Yes, I can. Until tax season starts.
Then you gonna drop me.
Then I gotta go.
Then you gotta go. All right, bye, sissy. Hey, September,
Right.
you look beautiful.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I definitely was like, well, let me get my hair wrap and a nicer top on. I'm about to see Miss Buffy. Like,
I just woke up and threw some lipstick on and tried to do a brow for y'all.
It was just a little gloss, a necklace.
No, it's just the melanin.
It is so. It is such a pleasure to talk to you. I definitely have been following you. I want to say for like half of this year, I don't know how I came across. Universe brought you into my radar, and I've been following you on Insta for a while. And I mean, I love your shenanigans. I don't watch Real Housewives, but you got me into watching Real Housewives. I was never about it. Like, I never gave a fuck. But then you started cackling about Salt Lake City. I'm like, okay, I might have
Mary is so good. Mary, just fast forward to Mary.
Mary, though? What is okay?
Mary.
Anyways, thank you so much for holding space with me. This is amazing. I have two questions, if you'll allow it. One is more involved than the other, so I'll ask the quick one first. I've been doing what research I can to figure out this unemployment. Like this whole year, I was definitely feeling discouraged because I was like, just getting on my feet the past few years, especially like first I was just not working and with my partner at the time. I didn't file that year. This next year I didn't file, even though I was by myself, because I wasn't making anything at all. Like I was just side hustling under the table, doing my massage therapy so I could eat. Like that was it, couch surfing, everything for a long time. So I haven't like made enough to file for anything for some years now. So I never thought that I had to. And then I did figure out, and I guess caught it in time to get the first stimulus check, right? Mm-hmm. So I didn't even think I was going to get that. So I have been thinking that maybe I could also get like a PUA or unemployment of some kind. Cause I'm like, I've just been working for myself. How am I going to get unemployment, you know? But that's what most folks are living off of right now is exactly what I need. Cause I'm still struggling with like barely making it month to month or whatever. And I'm just like, if I could get a reprieve for a few months and be able to save up with this PUA, that would be a literal game changer. I would be able to fully shift into living and thriving and building versus like treading water and surviving, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I applied for unemployment officially on the 21st.
Good.
I'm in Georgia. Well, I'm not physically in Georgia, but I had to file in Georgia. I'm from Georgia.
Yeah, that was where your last. Yeah, I got it.
So I did the unemployment there, and I just heard back from them, I guess, a couple of days ago, and it was like, it said that I wasn't eligible. I hadn't worked enough. I worked at one place for a couple of weeks before they let me go, and they did not give me a clear answer as to why they let me go. Mm-hmm. But then they said certain folks can still qualify for self-employment.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're self-employed and all these other criteria that aren't usually qualified for unemployment. So I tried that, but there's been a notice on Georgia for a while saying like, oh, there's the 26th cutoff day in December for folks who aren't going to like be receiving anything more, or I guess cut off for trying to apply claims or something like that. So I guess my main concern with that is like, I applied for unemployment on the 21st, but I couldn't apply for the PUA separately. Like they made me do unemployment. I finally was able to check my status online, told me I wasn't eligible for that. So now they gave me the link to apply for PUA, and that was after the 26th. So do I have a chance?
Yes, and
receiving something.
Oh yeah, especially with this bill passing, even though it's just an extra federally $300 in unemployment, that under the CARES Act, that's where the new legislation came to help people who are in the gray area of not having had a quote unquote wage-based W-2 pay stub job. And so as long as you demonstrate that you were working, and you were working, even if it is a side hustle, you were making some money. And if you didn't file the returns, you know, they're making allowances for you to claim that so that you can show how much you were making, so then they can then base how much they can give you in unemployment. So it's another reason why, you know, I know we do our side hustles and we're like, I'm kind of just treading water, but we still need to file those tax returns, because you just never know when something's going to happen. And you need to get unemployment that is rightfully due to you. You know what I mean? It is. That last employer may not have reported everything. That might be some of the problems with that. I don't know, but whether you met the consecutive work time in terms of pay stub work is irrelevant, because you were self-employed also. So just prove that so that you can then get this additional monies. But keep trying. Don't give up. It's like the game. It's like when people tell me they first try to apply for Social Security, you're gonna get declined.
Right.
It's a game. So keep going. Keep going. Right. Keep bothering them. And you know what I would do? I would call on the same day at the same time every week. So they know me. Whether you get somebody else, they got to put the notes in the system. And so eventually somebody's going to get it right and push your stuff through. And it's worth it. I am hopeful that if Georgia can go turn the Senate blue, and we get into when Biden takes office and Kamala takes office, that they will bring some meaningful monies, some survival payments on a monthly basis to Americans to make it through this, because we're not out of the neck. We're nowhere near out of the troublesome time with COVID.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll definitely keep looking into that. All of it's so intimidating, obviously.
Don't let it be. They want you to feel that way. Don't let it be. You smart.
Yeah, it's conditioning. So like trying to unpack that and really advocate for let's talk about that another time.
Meditate before you call them folk, because them spirits will get you in a different place. But you just be very clear and focused. Write down what it is you're calling about in case you get on the phone and they frustrate you, so you can read it off and prepare yourself mentally. Because yes, they have some folk on there that's gonna throw you off of your, and that's why I always write stuff down for our call. So when they get me, because I have a genuinely nice, happy, loving spirit, but child, some people.
Yeah, they'll get you.
They'll get you off your game and you can think straight. So just read it. Be like, I am calling today because I need my unemployment. I filed, blah, you know what I mean?
Right.
And keep going. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. I guess additional question to that then is, I applied for PUA and they were telling me that I needed to figure out how to prove that I was self-employed. And all I got, I think at best, is PayPal payments.
Yeah, that's proof from clients that you did massage work for.
Compile screenshots or bank
PayPal
records?
will send you if you go into PayPal, if you made over $600 through PayPal, they will give you a 1099 online, and that's a tax form showing you're an independent contractor.
Right.
So go in there, pay.
A business PayPal that I made most of my money off of, though it was a personal. Does that matter?
No, it doesn't matter because you were just a sole proprietor, a small business.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So if it wasn't a business PayPal, they probably didn't give you a 1099. So yes, just you get your statements and show them.
Okay.
Yeah, and say you're a massage therapist, and don't believe the hype that sorry to interrupt you because I'm very ADD, and when I think of something I want to tell you. Okay. So don't believe the hype of, because I don't have a separate business account and I don't have an LLC, and that don't mean nothing. Most small businesses are like you are. They run it out their own personal account or some fintech company like PayPal. So just send them statements, highlight, you can redact, black out all the stuff that ain't their damn business, highlight what's income and send that to them and say, these are from my clients as a massage therapist. And if you have a license as a massage therapist, send them that. That's another way. If you don't, I ain't don't worry about, but if you do, send it, right? If you have receipts where you bought oils or you bought a new massage table, or when you bought the massage table or whatever you can do to prove to them that you actually had a business, send it to them. Send them everything in the kitchen sink and get your money.
Right. Excuse me, that was the wind affirming.
That's ain't never Satan. Ain't happy I'm giving this advice for the free, honey. Ain't nobody worried about it. We gonna keep pushing through.
Thank you so much. Okay. My second question is still related to my self-employment. So it's been a whole journey, when you're self-employed, you got to get off the ground a few times. So this is the revival, and I called it as such, Holy Awakened Revival. It's my healing.
Yes.
And the acronym's WAR. I love that. We're reclaiming the word and putting it towards growth.
Right.
So what I'm doing, I've started to gain some insight. I've decided to take this season, winter, to step back and try to approach this a little better, because what I'm trying to do for 2021 is I want to launch and ultimately virtual because of COVID right now, healing campaign tour. Mm-hmm. I got the idea. I was inspired because I have been working with healing circles. I actually am affiliated with one outside of New York, NYC POC Healing Circle. And we are just practitioners through a POC. And then there's this particular Black Healers Fund that organically came about through them that I'm a part of, one of the grantees. And Black healers are being supported in this way so we can then go out into community and provide our services to our folk for the free, because healing should not be a class, right? It shouldn't have to deal with money or your class status or your accessibility. Everybody deserves to heal. So I want to be able to do that further for both. And it's so hard because folks in our community, we're having such a hard time. Healers need healing too. All of us are wounded warriors out here, trying to staunch the bleeding in our thigh while we're trying to cook, on our own thigh while we're trying to conduct surgery or something. Right. So it can be very, very strenuous and not feeding, it's feeding the problem, not the solution. So being able to provide that outside allocated funding, something that we can sponsor other healers, other Black and Indigenous healers, is the ones that I want to prioritize because they are the most marginalized in our country. Me being Black and Afro-Indigenous myself, it's really important to me, obviously. But I want to be able to expound on that and that's what I'm doing. I'm on a platform called I Fund Women, and I'm trying to launch and raise funds for this campaign so I can offer healers a feature every week with like a set dollar amount. Then we can be like, this is yours, do it with what you will, whatever you need to do to like grow your business. We're featuring you the entire week so everybody knows what you offer, what you're about. A practitioner, a healer, a creative, Black and Indigenous folks in this way, giving back to the community. And then they're able to continue to like heal their community without having to be like, okay, now I need like not enough in an equal exchange, because if you're pouring from an empty cup, like nobody's being helped, you know?
Yeah. So this what I'm gonna tell you to do.
Okay.
Drop your, if it's a GoFundMe, whatever it is, drop it down in the comments.
Okay, yes, ma'am. I will do
right
that
now, so I can see it.
Okay. I already I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Well, but okay, so I'm because the backstage is getting full, but I'm gonna stay on for another 10 minutes. I want you to put it in there. I'm gonna put it up on the big screen, and I will make a donation, and I'll post it on my Instagram, on my story for you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And I mean, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing the work that needs to be done, and you're right. It's something that you shouldn't have to people shouldn't have to pay for it. They need it. It's an actual right. But I'm getting full up on the back, so make sure you do what I asked you to do before I get off. I got 10 more minutes. I've been on over an hour. Dr. Priscilla looking at me crazy because we got errands. But put it in there, and if you don't, email it to my. But even if you do, still email it to my team at Oli Buffy LLC. Okay.
Oli Buffy. Okay. Yes,
I'm gonna put my email up again.
Okay.
I just put it, and then you know what? Email it to me and my team, and go ahead and do the work and send me the flyer or whatever it is I need to post on my story on Instagram. I ain't doing no work but posting it. Now send it to me and I'll post it. Okay. That's 90,000 people that'll see it. All right.
Ma'am. All right. Thank you.
All right. And good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
All right. You're welcome, darling. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, Ray, you've been so kind. Ray, how can I help you?
Can you hear me well?
And patient. Yes.
Okay, great. How you doing, Buffy?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing okay. Well, I think I have a quick question since you have some time left. Thanks again for taking me.
I love your ring on this picture.
Thank you. I love it too. You should see his.
Yeah.
Okay. So the question is, spouse A makes more money than spouse B. Spouse B suggested changing the allowances on the W-4 to married, while spouse A, who makes more, change it to single. And filing purposes will be married joint. Do you recommend or don't recommend doing that?
Okay, let me go back. Spouse A makes more money than spouse B, correct?
Yes.
Spouse B says spouse A needs to change your W-4 to single so you can take out more taxes so we don't owe or we end up getting a refund.
Yes, and spouse B is married on the allowances.
So you already claimed, so spouse A claims married and the dependents on the W-4. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
No. I'm sorry. Spouse B, who makes less, is claiming married on the W-4.
Do y'all have dependent children?
No.
So both of you claim married currently with zero allowances?
No.
What you claim right now?
Spouse A, who makes more, is single.
Oh, I thought you were saying they want him to change. Spouse B wants spouse A to change to file married, change to single on the W-4.
That's what I'm getting to. Can that be recommended for doing?
Well, what you need, you can file married filing joint on the W-4, but tax me at a single rate. So there's a box on the W-4 under married filing joint that says tax me at a single rate.
Yeah.
It's just like filing single. Yes, in some ways I do recommend that because spouse A makes more money. Let's say you make over $100,000 a year and y'all are subject to the alternative minimum tax, and no matter how many deductions you put on the return or how much mortgage interest you have, and y'all don't have kids and all, you don't have all the other stuff, you still end up owing, or all of the money that you pay in tax during the year gets taken for your tax debt. Have you been owing? Has that been happening? Is that why?
It's been a wash between state and federal.
Well, that's what you want. I wouldn't change nothing. That's what you want. You don't want a refund, because a refund is the government holding your money interest free all year. What you want to have is a wash, or you just owe them a couple $100s and keep it popping. Did you have a significant change in income this year?
No.
Leave it the way you have it. Don't change it. Leave it the way you have it. Yeah. Leave it the way you have it. And I would never, someone asked, why don't they file Merit-Fund separate? Merit-Fund separate is the worst filing status ever.
Oh yeah, no.
Never file Merit-Fund separate unless you have to, unless you're estranged from your spouse, y'all ain't talking, or if both of y'all got small businesses and y'all owe a whole bunch of money anyway. Them the only reasons to file Merit-Fund separate. Merit-Fund joint is actually not a bad filing status. It's actually one of the better ones. It's better than head of household, quite honestly. It used to get a bad rap, but in recent years, it's better.
And I have one last question.
Yeah.
Have you heard any changes to the federal tax code where we can start claiming our home business again?
No, but I think all that stuff is going to change under this new administration, and if Georgia changes and what's funny is stuff gets changed with respect to tax law, like up to the last minute. So tax season isn't going to start till, you've been noticing they pushing it closer and closer to February, and the reason is W-2s don't come out to the end of January. They're trying to stop all that fraud with people making up them fake W-2s. So if they got to the end of February, Biden will get in office January 20th. And if we flip January 5th in Georgia, the Senate to blue, a lot of stuff could change. I think a lot of that stuff is going to come back in the current year.
Okay, thanks again. And vote, Georgians, vote blue.
Yes,
please.
vote. We still got the January 5th. Cause Mitch McConnell behind us. The reason ain't nobody got a $2,000 deposit today, which is ridiculous. Even Trump said to give it. All right. So we're going to add Heather, who has been patient. And then I'm going to let Nikki say what she had to say. And then I'm going to go because I done kept y'all for a long time. Hey, Heather. Ooh,
hey, how you doing?
Good.
Child, I'm waiting on my child who done came up with a bunch of appointments for today. But first of all, I just want to say thank you for having me on. And I really enjoyed you on the medicine, like you call it. I don't watch it no more. So when you left, I left. So
yay.
And I'm about to be done with Bravo. But anyway, I did have a question because I've been basically an independent consultant for about 10, 12 years, and I've always gotten the 1099s. And honestly, I just never looked at them because I just didn't feel like I didn't make enough money to even, worry about it. My husband is the main breadwinner, and, what I've been doing is just supplemental just for my mad money. But this year I started well, I'm a sexuality coach, so I actually started that business this year. So yay! I'm trying to help people say they marriage.
I love to hear it, and that's another recession-proof business, honey. You ain't gonna never go out of business.
Yes, I've been very excited this year. But the thing about it is, I didn't file it. I didn't get an EIN, and
that's okay.
Okay, and so I bought a lot of equipment because I'm doing a lot of videos and I'm doing a lot of stuff online. I got my website going, and then I'm doing all of my consulting and everything. Everything is going to be, computer based. So I'm not going to see anybody like in person. So I guess my question is, without the EIN and with my 1099, because I also sell the sex toys to go along with the business, and I've been doing that longer. What do I need to do to file? Like, how do I file? I don't know what to do.
You're going to file a Schedule C on your tax return, on your 1040, Schedule C. And you're going to take those 1099s, the 1099M or 1099K, whatever you get, depending if you take credit card payments and all that stuff, as your income. And then you're going to list out all your expenses on that Schedule C. And since it's your first year with this new business?
Yes.
All right. You've been claiming the other income on the Schedule C or no?
I have not. No.
Girl,
I know.
I'm gonna beat your butt. So how many years have you been doing that business?
I have been in the passion industry for almost 12 years.
Girl, you better call my sister. They gonna get your butt. They been reporting 1099s.
Oh my goodness. Because I look at it, I'm like, I didn't make any money this year.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. That's why I was saying earlier. A lot of small business owners will say, "Well, I didn't make any money," and so, to you, if you made 50,000, but you spent 55,000, you feel like you didn't make any money. But you made 50,000. You got to show the IRS you spent it. That's the purpose of filing a return. Okay. So, you need to call Courtney because we got to make sure them other returns don't jack you up for those prior years. And the IRS is real good for waiting about 6, 7 years, 5 years before they come after you. So interest and penalties can accrue. And you may be okay because if you had losses in those years, it's fine. But I'd rather you know than not know. And so this year, you're going to file a Schedule C, which is a profit or loss from small business. It's a form, a 2-page form on your 1040 tax return. And it's real simple. It's self-explanatory. It says total income. You're going to list them 1099s. And if you took any cash payments and all that stuff, and then you're going to list out itemized totals of all of your expenses. I bought equipment. I have a website. You know, I paid for a domain. I did marketing, all that stuff, shipping, postage. If you're mailing people the stuff, all those things are deductible, fully ordinary business expenses. And you're going to end up with an end number that's either profit or loss from the business, and you keep it popping. It's that simple. It's not. Okay. And the fact that you didn't have an EIN number doesn't matter. You can do it under your social security number. But at the point at which you start making more a profit, not net, not gross, but net income of 50,000 or more, I then want you to switch to you need to get an EIN number and LLC and all that stuff.
Okay. I feel better because I was like,
good. I'm glad. That's why I'm here. Well, thank you so much, Heather. And congrats on your business. Put your send your business info to me too. Put a page together. I'm happy to put y'all on my story so people can support your businesses. I love when people go and hire themselves and start their own businesses. And it was always my goal when I started my companies 20 years ago to be like my grandmother and provide jobs for people in my community that they could be proud of, that looked just like me, that went to church with me, that I saw down the street. And that's what my grandma did. And that's what everybody in my family, that's why we went into business. But congrats. I'm so proud. And that's great.
Thank you.
Fashion industry is where it's at, honey. You might as well be in medical. It's the same thing.
Right. Like I tell them, I've been married almost 20 years. We have 7 children. We hadn't killed each other, so we're good.
And God bless you with the 7 babies. I need to come get it, borrow a few of them for a few days.
Look, let me rub on y'all.
All right, you have a good day. Happy holidays and a happy almost New Year. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna bring Nikki back in. I'm almost scared to see what Nikki about to say to me. I'm scared she said I need to wait to the end. And then before Nikki talks, I know there are lots of questions here, y'all. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to do a Tax Tuesday. Now, what I'm going to tell y'all is I'm going to try to make it a form. I know today ain't that day, but I'm saying I'm going to do every Tuesday, Tax Tuesday. And I'm going to try to figure out the best time for me to do it. But subscribe, click the notifications, because like I said, sometimes I'll just come on between appointments. I'm retired, but I have some clients that wouldn't allow me to retire. So I do work part-time. And then I'll just answer tax questions. This will be my form of mentorship, giving advice, and I'll bring my sister back on, and maybe I'll bring my mom, who's the OG in the tax business, and answer y'all's questions. We're happy to help give y'all these gems for free. All right, Nikki, I'm gonna be quiet now. Now, what you about to say?
Can you hear me?
I'm scared. Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. It's nothing bad, Buffy. I just felt like that I really personally wanted to apologize to you from the bottom of my heart. I was one of those fans watching the medicine that was like, damn, girl, stop crying. My vision, my image or what I saw on the show, it just seemed like it was an innocent mistake that Dr. Jackie did. And, she apologized and, hey, let's move on. I really, really did not know the hurt that you were going through. And I just want to apologize to you. And thanks to social media, I actually got to know Buffy, you know, not TV Buffy. And I want to thank you for having this platform right here. This really helping the people. I really appreciate it. And that's really all I wanted to do was just show you some gratitude. That's all.
Nikki, now you know they call me a crybaby, and I'm about to show it and prove them right.
No,
I'm about to prove them right. That's so incredibly kind of you. And editing is a crazy thing. And they, as you can see, they can make people look a certain kind of way based on their favorites. And that was a dark time in my life, and I appreciate you for what you said. And God has brought me through, and I feel like now there was a reason I went through that. It toughened me up a bit, my heart about my experiences of loss. And I see differently, just myself now. And I have always been authentically myself, but now it's like I ain't apologize to anybody for being my true self. And my true self is human and flawed, a hot mess, vulnerable. And yes, I cried about the loss of babies. I didn't cry because somebody said I was fat or somebody pushed me or I was talking smack. I cried about something that's very real. And I think you're right, Nikki. People, they edited it to make it seem like, there's some people who thought I cried every episode. I cried twice. And the only times I cried were when they asked me about my babies. And so, but they can make you look a certain kind of way in editing, and they can make the villain look like they were the victim. And I just appreciate you for saying that. You really blessed my heart today with that. I really appreciate you for holding on.
You blessed us today. You blessed a lot of people today. You helped a lot of people today, and really appreciate it. Keep up the good work. I'll keep you on my prayers.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love when Black people come together to help each other.
And that's what we're going to keep doing. I'm stuck at this house anyway. David won't let me go nowhere because of this pandemic and because I have lupus. So, and I have
I do too. I have lupus.
Oh, hey, fellow Loopy. Because I'm in, I'm the national ambassador for Lupus Foundation of America. So I'm going to do some stuff about informing people about Black women and lupus also. But all right. Well, thank y'all. I promise, and I appreciate you, Nikki. You don't even know. I'll get off here and cry. But I'm gonna keep up the Tax Tuesdays. I promise y'all. Y'all can ask me anything about business and about taxes and your, marketing, branding, whatever y'all need help from. That's why I'm here. All right. I love you all. Thank you so much. And if I didn't get to you today, I promise if you come back, I will get to you. I will plan for more time on Tax Tuesdays. I thought I was just going to pop up here today and run my mouth about Mitch McConnell and answer some questions about PPP, but it's turned into something else. You see how God do? All right. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Please crawl before you ball, and then take a little bit of the money and save it. And then do
before
something
you ball.
fun.
Because wealth whistles and money jingle jangles and screams.